Hi everyone, my name is Nargis Nasreen and we are here to solve another question on SQL, and today is day 52 of solving 100 questions on SQL. So the question we are going to solve today is finding purchases, and this question got asked in Amazon. So let's see what is the question. So the question is identify returning active users by finding users who made a second purchase within 7 days of any previous purchase. Output a list of these user IDs. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to find out that if a user has made a purchase, like on any day, and the second purchase, if the second purchase is made between 7 days of the first purchase, then we have to print out those user IDs. Okay, we have solved similar type of problem before as well, but in that question, it was between first purchase and the second purchase, the duration should be 7 days. But in this question, it is not between for first purchase and second purchase. It is between any two consecutive purchase. The duration should be 7 days. Okay, it can be second and third purchase or third and fourth purchase. It is not fixed to first and second purchase. Okay, so we are going to do the similar query, but I'm going to show you what different thing we are going to use here. Okay, so let's start. First of all, we are going to see the table. So this is the table where we have ID, user ID, item, created at, and revenue. Created at marks the date on which the user made the purchase. Okay, and this is the user ID. Okay, so we are going to use these two columns only, that is user ID and created at. So let me write it down. User ID, comma, created at. And for one user, there is going to be multiple like rows because one user can make multiple purchases. So let's do one thing. Let's order it. Order by user ID. Order by user ID. So see, 100, the user ID 100 made multiple purchases. This is the first, this is one of the purchases, this is then this is the next purchase, and so on. So like similarly, we have the different user IDs and different purchases made by some user ID. So now next what we are going to do, we are going to create a new column where we are going to rank these users based on their purchase order. Like for example, if they have made the first purchase, we are going to rank it as 1. If it is second purchase, we are going to rank it as 2, and so on. Okay, so we are ranking the purchase date. Okay, and we are going to do it for each user ID. Like when is their first purchase, when is their second purchase, when is their third purchase, and so on. So let's do this. So for this, I'm going to use window function, use row number. So I'm going to write row number over partition by user ID because we want to do it for each user. So I'm going to write down partition by user ID and then order it by created at, so that the first purchase will come up, will be ranked as 1, second purchase will be ranked as 2, and so on. So order by created at. Okay, let's write it as Arun. So now let's run this. So yeah. So for user ID 100, this is the first purchase date. Okay, that is 7th of March 2020. This is the second, that is 13th of March. And similarly, this is the third, this is the fourth. So we have ranked the purchase date for each user. For example, if you see for 101, this is the first purchase, this is the second purchase, and then for 102. And it is like that for every user ID. Now what we have to do, we have to check if any of the two purchases is made within 7 days. We are going to extract those user ID who has made any two purchases within 7 days. Okay, so let's do this. So for this, what we have to do, first of all, I am going to use common table expression. So I'm going to write down as, and I'm going to put this under CT. Let's write down select star from CT. Okay, now let's run this. So we are getting the same table. right? It's just that I've put it under CD. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create the virtual, like one more instance of this table. That is, I'm going to do left self join, okay, and I'm going to use different conditions, and then I'm going to print out the user IDs who has made purchases within 7 days, any two purchases. Okay, so let's see how we are going to do it. So first of all, let's remove this for now, and I'm going to write down uh, from CT. Let's name this as table 1 join. I'm doing self join with the same table. So I'm creating two instances of the same table, that is CTE table. CT, and let's name this as T2 on T1 dot user ID, because the user ID is going to be same for the same user. We have to do it. So T1 dot user ID is going to be T2 dot user ID. Now the second condition is going to be that is that there should be difference of 1 between two purchases, like it should be consecutive, right? It can either be first and second purchase, it can either be second and third purchase. It's not like we have to find out between second and fourth purchase the duration is 7 days. No, we have to do it for two consecutive days. Okay, so for that I'm going to write down T2 dot Rn, that is the rank value in the T2, is equal to T1 dot Rn plus 1. Okay, so if T1 dot Rn is 1, okay, and then 1 plus 1 is going to be 2, and T2 dot Rn is also 2. So we are taking two consecutive, right? So this is what we have done, and we have to do one more thing. We have to mention that is the difference between the days is going to be less than or equal to 7. That is, the duration is between the purchases within 7 days. So I'm going to write down, and date def. We use date def to calculate the difference between 2 days. So I'm going to write down T2 dot created at, comma, T1 dot created at is less than equal to 7. Okay. And then I'm going to order it. Order by T1 dot user ID. Okay. Now let's run this. Okay. So what we have to print, I'm currently printing all the columns, but we do not have to print all the columns. We just have to print the user IDs. So I'm going to put here is T1 dot user ID, and we have to put print unique user IDs. So I'm going to put distinct here. Distinct. Okay, now let's run this. Okay, so we are getting these user IDs. So these are the user IDs who has made two purchases within 7 days, within the duration of 7 days, and this can be any two days. Okay, it is not like that. It should be like first and second purchase. It can be any second and third purchase, third and fourth purchase. In the last similar question that we did, we put one more condition, that is where the T1 dot Rn value is equal to 1, because in that question we had to find out between who are those users who has made first and second purchase within 7 days of duration. So that is why we had put that condition here. Here in this question, we are not going to put that condition because it is not limited to first and second purchase. It can be any two purchases within 7 days of duration. Okay. So yeah, this is the query. We have solved it. Now let's see the expected output. So yeah, expected output is also matching. So now let's submit our solution, and our solution got accepted. So our query is correct. So this is how we have solved this problem. Hope you understand it. If you have any question, you can put it in the comment section. If you have more solution to this problem, you can put that too in the comment section. If you like this video, keep liking. Do not forget to subscribe. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye-bye.